Welcome to the Death to the Org Chart podcast with Jeffrey DeMure, your guide to entrepreneurial freedom. Today we'll be exploring the contrast of man and Superman, getting things done. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the conversation.
Man and Superman, the great play by George Bernard Shaw, where he said, "Those who can, do. Those who can't, teach." The distinction between people that do and people that can't is pretty dramatic. There's a whole nother space there that I want to talk about. Hello, friends. So today's topic has to do with the people in the world that get things done and the value that it represents to the people that pay for it. When I went to college at the University of Arizona, I had a half dozen professors that ran the gamut between dyed-in-the-wool, organic teachers, and doers. And what I found was, almost without exception, the professors that had committed to doing something, either practicing architecture while they were teaching, or publishing books while they were teaching, or writing or creating something while they were teaching, became that much more significant to us students that needed to learn from them. The professors that didn't really grow, that were showing the same slides from their trip to Egypt 20 years ago, that they could do their presentation verbatim year after year because it never changed. Some of those professors were pretty good because the information was presented well and they were very professional about it. But for the most part, that was what you get when you're a first-year student. By the time you're a third or fourth-year student, you're looking for a lot more. And the people that I gravitated towards and the people that I continue to gravitate towards in life are people that do something. All it takes to have a history is to be able to fog a mirror. All you have to be is still alive and you've got a history. You've accomplished something in life. And there's a lot of people in life that are teachers now that were highly accomplished. And they use that as their platform for what they do in the future. I want to be a person that continues to be accomplishing. I want it to be a verb. So the significance that this has as you look for the right people to bring into your life are the people that are accomplishing things. As consultant, we're architects, and sometimes we get lumped into the category of being just a consultant. I had a professor in college, Bill Stam, great architect. He was actually practicing while he was teaching, and his graphics were amazing. He drew beautifully. And he said that when he was in college, he had a roommate that was an attorney, or studying to be an attorney. And his roommate said, "I really respect architects a lot because at the end of the day, they have something to show for their work." And that's the great part about being a consultant in general. If there's a significant take home that I can bring to my clients, I kind of have to do that because they have to build something from what we've designed. But in other businesses and other industries, to have a great take home that you can continue to bring to people, that's what I think is successful. Let me talk about why I would be an architect that's practicing for 30 or 35 years and want to write a couple of books and engage terrific people that want to grow, such as yourselves, into another version of themselves so that they can be more successful. The fact that our architecture firm continues to do well while I write books and speak and do the things that I need to do is a testament to the people that are part of my team. The young leaders, the people that have grown up as part of my organization, and the things that I've tried to do to empower them to do the things they need to do on a day-to-day basis so that I can go on and continue to do different things. However, if I left the architectural firm that I started in order to do something else that represented bringing knowledge to the world, I would be unfulfilled. I would not be living up to what I believe my destiny is. Dan Sullivan started Strategic Coach with his wife Babs about 35 years ago. Dan Sullivan, he has a podcast with Joe Polish called 10X Talks. I would highly recommend it. It's free, and he puts out a new one every 3 weeks or so. He's written, his commitment is to write 4 books a year for the next 20 years. And he still has an amazing organization of coaches and team members that develop knowledge products within his organization, some of which he's involved in, some of which he's not. But the fact that he is a coach, a strategic coach, and he's a spokesperson for entrepreneurialism, and he's a great orator about the value that we need to create as entrepreneurs, and he has this business, engenders tremendous respect, I believe, from the right people. So, as you choose to bring people into your life, the filter I would suggest you put that through is, what are they doing in the future for themselves and for others, as opposed to just having separation anxiety about separating you from your money. And there's plenty of consultants out there that have that anxiety about how to separate you from your money. But the value proposition that you're asking people to bring into your organization and into your teams, I think is really important. This is one of the things that I've learned to look at and that I've recognized. It's funny, as leaders, as entrepreneurs, we kind of go through life and then we get to a point and say, how did I get here? Right? Kind of like a Talking Heads song. How did I get here? Who is this way? So to have that realization at certain key times in our business, to be able to evaluate what it is that helped make us successful is going to continue to help us be more successful. What I found is that when you bring in the right consultants that can hold up a mirror in a respectful, honoring, meaningful, value-laden way, and they leave you with a report and 10 great ideas that are actionable about how you can improve your business without charging you an inordinate amount of money for months on end, when you can find those people, that can be a great benefit to you and to your organization. So what's required in order for you to do that? First of all, you have to be aware of bringing in the right people. You have to be aware that there's the ability to bring in the wrong people into your life, and to be discerning about who you do let into your life, but also knowing that you want to go to another place, that your organization can benefit from someone that maybe specializes in a business related to yours, that can take some ideas that happened over here and they can bring them into your business. Because what entrepreneurs do, they take different things and they put them together in such a way where there's more value, where the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, where the pieces are not necessarily of high value, but the way that you put them together, that represents a high value. That's the creative inspiration that good leaders, good entrepreneurs bring. And as I've talked about in another video, they also have a team, either part of their organization or people that they bring in that can enrich what they do. What we do as entrepreneurs a lot of times is we take our gift, that unique ability, as Kathy Colby calls it, that unique ability that we have, that only we have, that special thing that we do, that voodoo that you do so well, right? That only you have. A lot of times we take that for granted. The value of having other people in your life, either on your team or consultants, and asking them the question, what is it that you believe is unique, distinctive, and valuable about what I do in life? And what I found, I learned this from Dan Sullivan at Strategic Coach. It's one of the first exercises that they put you through. And you send that letter out to 5 trusted friends. If you get 3 back, that's awesome. What you'll find is that you'll get good information about how you come across and about what people rely on you for. Do the same thing on an organizational standpoint, asking your clients, what is it that you feel we do that nobody else does that's distinctive, unusual, meaningful, and valuable to you? What is it that represents? And you'll be amazed at this information that comes at you tangentially. It comes at you from these different angles that you can build a bigger value proposition from and for. Those that can do, those that can't teach, those that really can't just consult and take your money.
Thank you for joining us for the Death to the Org Chart podcast with Jeffrey DeMure. Be sure to subscribe on Facebook, iTunes, YouTube, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. To get more information about Jeff or to order your copy of the book, Death to the Org Chart, go to dttoc.com. Go create the freedom you were meant for.